What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my level 32 Titan and all the kind of stuff he's got. I've already made a video on my level 32 Hunter. If you want to check that video out, it will be linked in the description where you can watch it and you can see all the exotic weapons and stuff like that I've got. But I won't kind of repeat myself and go over the things I've already went over. But that video will be focused on the Hunter, and this will be on my Titan. Some of the gear he's got, armor, and some of the new things I've equipped since that video. So if you want to check that video out, it'll be in the description. But today we're going to take a look at the Titan. I've actually also got nearly a level 32 Warlock. I've got the raid gear and pretty much enough shards. I just need to be able to get the black wax so I can actually convert them with Eris. So a few more black wax and I'll be able to get all 3 level 32 characters in Destiny, which will be really cool. And so look out for a video of my 32 Warlock coming later when I can get the required materials. But today we're going to be taking a look at my Titan. You can see the exotic I'm rocking right here is the Helm of the Most Light. This is a really good helmet. A lot of people would agree, mainly because this right here, Recklessness, you can provide Death from Above and Headstrong for your Fist of Havoc. So when you super, this allows you to basically like target it at enemies, which is really cool, and also gives you Headstrong, so that means you can have something else like Transfusion on right here, and it's just a really cool helmet in general. So you can have the Death from Above. So I personally use the Shockwave or Aftermath depending on what I'm doing. So yeah, the Helm of Almost Light is definitely one of my favorites. We've also got the Insurmountable Skullfort right here. Don't really use this all too much. It gives you the Storm Fist kills regenerate health, which isn't really too amazing. That lets you use a different perk, but I'm not really a big fan of this helmet right here. And then I've also got the Glass House, which I picked up today from Zer, which is a very cool helmet. As for now, this is going to be the helmet I use for my Defender subclass, so it gives you longer Blessing of Light and Weapons of Light for your bubbles, which is always very cool. And then into the gauntlets, if I put this helmet, I'm not really a big fan of this helmet. I don't know why, it just doesn't really look too impressive to me. Kind of looks like an elf with these like weird ears coming out. I don't really like it all too much. But into my gauntlets, I've got Ruin Wings. These are absolutely amazing. They give you so much heavy ammo, it's ridiculous. So this means heavy ammo are going to drop way more often. So when you're killing enemies, you're going to be getting a lot more of those purple heavy ammo drops. And also with those drops, you do get more ammo out of them. So with rockets, for example, I think you get like 3 to 6 actual shells, rockets, out of those, out of one box. So you can get a massive amount. You can pretty much replenish all of your rockets from one box. So this thing is just a ton of heavy ammo. So really helpful on nightfalls and raids and stuff like that. And I've also got no backup plans. These look very cool. I think they're probably one of the best looking exotics for Titans in my opinion, but practically they are really bad. They don't actually do anything. They make your bubble last a little bit longer, which I think is a very poor kind of perk for an exotic. It's not really matching, but in the look scale, they're very impressive looking. I think they look very cool, kind of glowing blue arms. But in terms of like actual practicality, I never really use them all too much. Now in terms of all the other stuff, I haven't really got any exotics. I don't think there's anything else that I need. There is one helmet that I really want, which is the Helm of Saint 14. That'll allow me to blind enemies when they walk into my bubble. So that's definitely going to be the helmet that I use when I'm going Defender. So essentially I can put up a bubble and any enemies that walk through it are going to be blinded, they're going to be stunned, and that's a really powerful helmet. A lot of people agree it's one of the best Titan helmets you can get, and it's definitely one that I want. It's called the Helm of Saint 14, and so in the raid, for example, you can put up a bubble on like say a bridge, and you can just block all enemies from walking through it, because when they do, they're going to be blinded, they're going to be walking slowly, they're going to be covering their eyes. So it's a very good helmet, and I definitely do want that for my Defender class. In terms of weapons, I have actually got 2 new exotics since I last made my Hunter video, and I think I now have 20 or 21 out of the 23 exotics. I think I have 20, and these 2 are my 2 latest editions. I got these in the 2 raids. I got this one, Red Death, in the Vault of Glass, which is now updated to drop 32 weapons. This is a very cool weapon right here, and it's got these very cool perks you can see right here. And I've also got the Monte Carlo. I think I got this during the Crota's End when I killed Crota, and this is a very cool weapon. If you've never seen this before, it's a PlayStation exclusive. I'm sure some of you might not have seen this before if you play it on the Xbox. This is exclusive to PlayStation 2, I think fall 2015, so a lot later this year, unfortunately. But yeah, this is one of the 2 base exotics that are exclusive to PlayStation. This and the Hawkmoon. There's also the 4th Horseman, which is a DLC exclusive to PlayStation. So 3 weapons that are exclusive to PlayStation right now, and but this is one of them, and I'm 3 exotics away from getting all the exotic weapons in the game. Hopefully I get those soon. And in terms of exotics that I still need, I need the Hawkmoon, 4th Horseman, and Thunderlord, so one of the each categories. Hopefully I get those as soon as possible, but it's going to take a very long time. As I said, the Hawkmoon and the 4th Horseman are exclusive, so Zer's never going to sell those, so it's probably going to take quite a while. And I've also got this weapon here, the For the People. I'm using this to do the kind of trick that I mentioned in a video. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description. Highly recommend you check it out. It's a way to get telemetries, possibly exotic shards, and kind of bonus materials out of weapons, and it's kind of like a tip. And so I'll link that video in the description as well. well for you to check out. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and look at my 32 Titan. Comment below what levels are your characters and how you get on, which is your favourite, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, give a like rating, make sure to stay tuned for future videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys later.